welcome to this week's Chucky's Playground News, number 13. Yes, the magic number of 13, so it's going to be quite amazing. So first of all, we're going to do a shout out to all my friends on the playground. First of all, it's Spanky, one cool guy. G, an awesome person. Chucky 105, awesome, very good video maker. Undead Punk. I still did not know why he hates John Cena, and quite frankly, we may never know, but he's still a good dude. Tiffany Valentine, a great graphics designer. Simon Gray, next Stephen Cayman course, great writer. Eddie Caputo, really cool dude. Witch, just a really great person all around, just really cool to talk to. And we actually have a new person coming up on our shout-out board, on our shout-out thing. And she is actually our latest member, I believe our 70th member, I believe. And her name is Sweetface. And she is just a really cool girl. I mean, you know, the two of us actually have like a lot of things in common. You know, I was talking to her, you know, just now, and like we have like so much in common. Like we both love that '70s show, and you know, we're actually both from the same place. So it's just really cool, you know, and if you are listening to Sweetface, I hope you're having a wonderful time at the playground. And Sweetface is definitely a great new member to the site, a great addition to the site. So, yeah, that's all the shout-outs. And if you want to join us, it's very easy. It only takes a few minutes. Come and join us because it's just really cool there. And we always talk about American Horror Story on there. There's a lot of American Horror Story fanatics on there, you know. I consider myself a new fan. I've only seen Freak Show. After this season is over, I might go back and watch the first 3 seasons because I'm really intrigued now. And there's a handful of us that just love the show, and we always talk about the show. And this past week was pretty cool. And I'll just go ahead. I don't want to reveal anything. I don't want to give away anything, just in case anyone hasn't seen it. But this past week's episode was really cool, you know, and we got to find out Twisty's backstory, and that was really interesting as well. And I also loved the character of Edward Mordred. That was really cool. So overall, just a really cool, just a cool episode. And I cannot wait for next week. And we always talk about American Horror Story on the playground. So if you want to talk about American Horror Story, be sure to join us. And this past Friday, Trilogy of Terror was unleashed. And this was a story that was written by Spanky and G, our two administrators, and Simon Gray, our global moderator. And it was like 3 stories, you know. Simon's was Haunted Allen, and G's was Skin, and Spanky's was Neighborly Sins, and all 3 of them were just very good. And it's just a really great story. If you haven't read it, definitely take some time and read it because it was just really great. All 3 of them did a fantastic job. So Spanky, G, Simon, if you are listening to this, you should be extremely proud of yourselves because all 3 of you did something very special, and hopefully something else like this can happen because it was just very enjoyable. And then an official Christmas thread. We're beginning to talk about Christmas because the Christmas season, in some ways, is beginning. And unfortunately, there are some people who don't seem to like Christmas. Spanky. Sorry. But anyway, you know, there are a few people who love Christmas, like me, Sweetface, G, you know, it's people like that. Like we 3 love Christmas. So it's going to be a very interesting conversation. We're just talking about everything Christmas in the official Christmas discussion thread. So definitely, if you want to talk about Christmas with us, definitely come and join us. And Halloween movies. We were talking about the Halloween movies since, of course, Halloween just passed by us. And just really, really great first movie. The sequels are okay at best. I do have a soft spot for Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I don't know why. That's just a movie that I've kind of really liked. Especially the hospital chase and that strobe light effect. I just really like that. I think that's really cool. So Halloween movies are pretty solid movies. And that's 70s Show. And this was a thread that I kind of made a long time ago, but we kind of resurrected it. And it's a really great show. I really, really love this show. Like season 5, 7, 3. Those are among my favorite seasons. And it was just so great. And I think Red Foreman is probably my favorite character. He just kind of tells it like it is, And so I just really, really, really love that show. Probably one of my top 2 favorite shows of all time. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's no longer on the air, unfortunately. But if you can see it, definitely check it out because it's really great. And finally, Halloween has come and gone. I just want to talk about Halloween for a brief moment. Because I had a really, really fun time on Halloween. It's just really, really great. I dressed up as Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, and it was really fun. Because every year on Halloween, I make it my goal to scare the ever-living crap out of children. And a few adults, too. But, so there were a few interesting experiences this year. There was a truckload of kids and adults that came by, and I just walked down the street to where it was at, and just kind of walked very slowly like Jason does, and everybody was screaming. I think some of the adults were screaming as well, so that was really funny. And I also came across this kid. And he saw me dressed like this, and he said, "If you try and scare me, I will punch you." And so, in response to that, I just stood perfectly still and stared at him for a full minute or so until he left. But it was just a really fun Halloween, and some kids actually weren't scared of me. Some of them really liked my costume, so that's pretty good as well. So I just had a really, really fun Halloween. It was just very enjoyable. So if you want to talk about your Halloween experiences this year or any other year, definitely come and join us on the playground. We have a Halloween discussion thread on there, so it's very great as well. So that's all for Chucky's Playground News. Hope you enjoyed listening to this episode, and I'll be back later. So I'll see you then.